Ladies and gentlemen, here is Matt
So I had about 3 or 4 hours to kill backstage there. And I was checking my phone, and since you've been sitting here, 150 new sexual harassment claims are coming. Unbelievable. Fast and Furious. I didn't even know if I should hug Christine on the way out. And she's lesbian, but you can't be too careful. So many allegations every minute of every day. It's crazy. Some of them go back a ways, too. This morning I read where Betty White is now claiming that she was groped and fondled by Abe Lincoln. Pretty soon we're going to find out that Moses parted the Red Sea and his robe. Thou shalt not do that, Moses. You of all people should know that. What you should know is about me. I'm 6'6". I like to refer to that as vertically gifted. My wife calls that uselessly tall. My only talent is changing recessed light bulbs, but that's it. So I'm 6'6" and not the beefiest of fellows, and nobody is my height. But everybody seems to know somebody that's my height. And for some unknown reason, all of you off the rack people love to come up and tell me all about these people, but it's the way you do it that's so insulting and annoying.
Yeah, I have a friend who's just like you, 6'6", but he's like big. He actually casts a shadow. He's three-dimensional. He couldn't hide behind the fishing line. He has a human form. He wouldn't win a costume contest dressed as a sans serif capital I.
Okay, lady, I get it. Well, guess what, lady? I have a friend who's just like you, except they know when they're being a douche. Do you go up to ugly people and say, I have a friend who's just like you, except they're, attractive? I grew up in the 70s, and to me, the 70s was the decade that parenting forgot. Parents just phoned it in the 70s. Nothing going on there. I had free-range parents. Total rat packers, partied like crazy. I was the kid that I had to give them a curfew. They go on a Friday night, I'd be like, okay, remember, be home by midnight. Tuesday. My mom specifically had really interesting ideas about parenting, and by interesting I mean totally messed up. When I was a spindly, insecure teenager, even spindlier than I am now, she used to say things like, Matthew, I don't know why you don't have a girlfriend. Actually, I know why you don't have a girlfriend. If I were your age, you wouldn't be my type. Gee, Mom, I didn't think I'd be your type because I'm like your son, but... So, to make sure things didn't get super creepy at home, I had to go out of my way to do things to make sure my mom didn't find me her type. Matthew, don't slouch like that. You look like a human question mark. Matthew, is that hairstyle what they're calling a mullet? Matthew, those bell bottoms are so wide you can hide a small Asian family under there. My biggest fear would be like one day I would come home and my mom would be like, oh, Matthew, are those new jeans? They look great on you. I know you're getting creeped out, sorry. Imagine how I felt. My mom had no effect on me whatsoever. And you know who agrees with me? My round-the-clock on-call team of psychiatrists. Every once in a while you go by a house that's under construction or being remodeled, and you see a very fancy architect sign, usually with a very fancy name. Wilson Williams, architect. Tanner Pierce, architect. Everett James, architect. And you know it's really fancy names because you can reverse the first and last names and it's still a name. Cooper Thompson. Thompson Cooper. Works every time. Try it yourself. You know what you never see on an architect sign? Joey Bonatucci, architect.
Bali Rumovich, architect.
And that works both ways too, because you know what else you don't see on an architect sign? No, another sign you don't see? Sorry. Winthrop Hamilton, masonry. Don't trust that guy. There's this new trend, all these retro restaurants that are popping up, like throwback diners and fondue places, all kinds of crazy places like that. It's just getting out of hand. I mean, there's comfort food joints too. It's really taken a step too far, I think. Last week I saw a place called Whites Only. It's taking it too far, right? Or is that too far right? Trust me, if we were sitting here in Alabama, there'd be people whipping out their phones going like, note to self, open a restaurant called White's Home. You people, myself included, do a lot of really stupid things to raise money for charities. We're like getting ice water dumped all over us. We're sweating through 5Ks, we're climbing up skyscrapers. Have you heard about this new thing, the Hot Pepper Challenge? This is insane what we do to raise money for charity. I think we'd raise a lot more money for charity if we put more fun in fundraisers. Are you with me? Why not Boink for breast cancer? Grope for hope. Cure multiple sclerosis with multiple orgasms. I don't know about you, but I think we'd raise a lot more money for veterans with hand jobs for heroes. Here's something I had to learn the hard way. Never, ever ask your significant other to rate your sexual skills on a scale from 1 to 10. Oh, you can go ahead and ask, but if you get a number that's less than 10, that means they've had a 10, and it ain't you. I have like way too much free time. So I discovered something pretty cool I'd like to share with you now. That you can take almost any brand slogan or tagline, and it works for Pornhub. Pornhub, you're in good hands. Pornhub, the best a man can get. Just do it. I'm loving it. Finger looking good. Pornhub, a body for everybody. Pornhub, they're great! Pornhub, drivers wanted, got milk, we have the meats. Oh, I'm not done. The quicker picker upper, she's born with it. Pornhub, think outside the bun, they just never stop. Try it yourself. I was 23 when I found out the guy I had called Uncle Mike my entire life wasn't actually related to me. Did your parents do this to you too? Create this fake lineup of relatives, your Aunt Marge's and Uncle Frank that had no connection to you whatsoever? It absolutely drove me nuts. So one day I went up to my dad. I said, Dad, what are you going to tell me about Uncle Mike? You're going to keep that little factoid to yourself your whole life? I said, Dad, who else isn't related to me? He said, well, you can start by calling me Bob. Thank you, I'm Matt.